A very good afternoon and welcome to Sahibzada Fateh Singh Football Stadium from Punjab. We are live for Junior Boys National Football Championship for Dr. BC Roy Trophy in the 2025-2026 season. We are live for the match number 8. It's Chhattisgarh taking on Maharashtra as the young boys look to make their mark on the national level. What a platform this is for them to build a solid career and future ahead. We are awaiting the entry of the players onto the pitch. It is a level playing field. All the players are buzzing and ready to go. The starting 11s are out. The tactics are a thing of the past now. Once the ball gets rolling, we will be in pure footballing action. We're live from Kotla Sultan Singh, the birthplace of the legendary singer Muhammad Rafi. His contributions to Indian music can never be forgotten. A legend in every right. The statue of Muhammad Rafi, born at Kotla Sultan Singh, the trophy cabinet of Friends Football Club there, as a token of their eternal gratitude. The statue unveiled of Muhammad Rafi in his hometown. And that is how we should honor our legends. Speaking of legends, kids of tomorrow can be the kids of today can be the superstars and legends of tomorrow. And they build on their careers perfectly. And now the wait is over. They're taken onto the field, led by the referees. Very yellow Maharashtra in the usual trademark white and black stripe. It's a huge occasion for these players. Lining up, there will be pressure to get the results. This is a short tournament. Once again, welcome to Sahibzada Fateh Singh Football Stadium. We are live for a group encounter between Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Players exchanging pleasantries before the kickoff, of course, because once the ball is rolled, they will be going for each other's throats, quite literally. Skippers of both the sides, Arvind D'Souza of Maharashtra, along with the Baju Tuso, the man in the middle with the whistle, Namang Dorji, and Steve Raymond will be the linesman, and Nandagopal Dharmaraj will take care of the fourth official duties. Akash Narula will be the match commissioner. Let us hope that he will have very little to do. And myself, Pranav Venkatesh, bringing the live action to you. The referee having a word with the skippers, just letting them know that he wants only football on the pitch and nothing else. Time for one final team huddle there. A team picture, one for the memorabilia books. The feeling of playing on the national level will never get old, does it? Dev Singh Parmar, the skipper of Chhattisgarh, cheering his teammates. Looks like both sides are well prepared for this clash. It'll be interesting to see how they line up because on paper, Chhattisgarh are going with a 4-4-2. It never falls out of fashion, does it? The classic same old 4-4-2. Aishwari Sen between the sticks. Muhammad Arshid Khan, Soumya Kumar, Sanju Sendi, and Naresh Kumeti in the back line. Dev Singh Parmar, Mohit, and Mithuram in the midfield, along with width supplied by Santuram. Shankar Gota and Bhavesh Khalko will take on the goal scoring responsibility. Pratim Ghosh is hopeful that his side can make an impact. And Hemant Kumar's 11 looks like this. It's Tanish Pandya in goal, Arnav Singh, Danish Ali, Shritesh Pawar, and the skipper Arvind D'Souza making up the back line. A midfield three of Rajveer Gaurav, Adavit Salunke, and Ishan Ghosh. The forwards, Viraj Arora, will be the white man alongside Aryak Jadhav, and Jas Bobe is the man in the middle. Both sides naming sufficient substitutes. Remember, we have five substitutes for each team, and each player will be keen to make an impact when called upon by the coach. A 4-4-2 on paper for Chhattisgarh, the classic timeless formation, and a 4-3-3, more attacking emphasis from Maharashtra, and a clash of ideologies. Which one will triumph? We will find out very soon. It's Group D action kicking off today. First clash between Chandigarh and Mizoram taking place earlier, and now we're in for the second match of the group, pitting Chhattisgarh against Maharashtra. There will be a lot of drama in this tournament, given that each team only has three games. It is sink or swim. There will be no second chances. Every game has to be played on top of their skill and thought. And Maharashtra get us underway, kicking off from left to right of your screen. In their custom white and black stripes are the boys from Maharashtra, and attacking from right to left of your screen in all yellow are Chhattisgarh. Goalkeeper Aishwari Sen, called early into action, just comes out to claim. Fashta, the centre back, taking no risks there. Remember, these are games of full 90 minutes, two halves of 45 minutes each. This is the time that the young boys will know what it takes to play on the professional level, getting a taste of 90-minute games for the first time in their careers. It will test their stamina, it will test their grit and endurance. Speaking of endurance, that's a great move. A couple of slight tackles later, the ball is bouncing and it will end up in the back of the net. That is a tame start from Maharashtra. Tanish Pandya gifting a goal to Chhattisgarh. And the boys in yellow won't complain. A couple of slight tackles. Well, not even sure where the shot came from. It was the striker, Shankar Gota, who got the shot away. The ball bounced. The goalkeeper was unable to judge it. And inside the opening 70 seconds, Chhattisgarh scored the opener. That was a good strike from Shankar. He made sure that it was on target. The awkward bounce there, beating everyone as Chhattisgarh force into the lead inside the opening 70 seconds. What a dream start this is. I'm sure that would have been the coach's talk. Get an early goal and then defend for the rest of the game. It just makes everything so simple, doesn't it? They've essentially started this game 1-0 up right now. Even before the centre backs got a couple of passes, even before their midfielders had to challenge for the ball, the striker got the shot, and luckily it ended up in the back of the net. Well, as things stand, Chhattisgarh will be in contention to lead the group, but let me remind you the other clash in the group that took place in the morning, and there is an immediate equalizer. Well, could you believe it? Two goals inside 180 seconds, and how about that for response? What a set piece that is, practiced to perfection on the training grounds, and it is implemented on the pitch. A beautiful outswinger, and how good was that contact? Flicked it towards goal from the penalty spot. What a header! Viraj Arora, the star man, delivers. This is a brilliant start from both teams, full of action, end to end stuff. And as I was just describing the dynamics of the group, it all changed again in an instant. In the earlier clash today, Mizoram thumped Chandigarh 10-0. So the victor will not end the day on top of the group unless there is going to be a clear goal difference of 10 goals. And by the looks of it, this is going to be a close contest decided by minimal margins. So do not expect more goals, or at least a goal difference of 10 there. Bhavesh trying to smuggle it away. Danish Ali in his path wins a free kick. The defender did well to put his body between the ball and the man. How about that for a start there? Both sides going for each other right from the word go. Not shying away from action. Viraj, the ball got stuck underneath his feet, but he does brilliantly to roll it in into the box. And there it is in the back of the net, but looks like the referee has his flag up. Sumptuous football from Maharashtra. Viraj Arora with the goods yet again, as he slipped in his strike partner, Aryak, who was a yard offside there perhaps. Well spotted by the linesman in real time. In the age of these pacey players, they have to do well to keep up. There's the ball given away. After a slow start, Maharashtra looks to have turned the tide. Viraj Arora showcasing his skill there. Happy to concede a corner. Sanju Usendi. Look at that piece. Was that a right call though? Looks like Arya timed his run well. And how about that for a finish? So calm, so composed. Saw the keeper coming out, just poked it past him. Second corner of the day. Can they score back to back? And there it is. And they do. Well, it is Erwin de Souza, the skipper. We'll talk about lightning striking twice. Maharashtra have come down from 1-0 to lead 2-1 inside the opening 6 minutes. Put on a platter for him. Another brilliant flat delivery. Not picked up by the defenders. Irvin had a free header. And the skipper doesn't miss from there. Off the crossbar and in. Well, Chhattisgarh are barely able to believe what happened after they went 1-0 up. Ches Bobe. Superb skill there from the number 9. Slipping away. And there it's a little bit of naughty tackle from Ishan Ghosh in the middle. Irvin Basil de Souza, the skipper of Maharashtra, heading home from close range, making it 2-1. Well, if you have just joined us, we are live from Kotla Sultan Singh, the birthplace of Muhammad Rafi, at the Sahibzada Fateh Singh Football Stadium, the Group D clash between Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Shankar Gota opened the scoring for Chhattisgarh after a terrible error from Tanish Pandya in Maharashtra's goal in the first minute, mind you. And then there were a couple of quick responses from the Maha boys. Now the cross going in. Defender did well to get it away, setting his side up on a break. Rajveer showing great ball control. With the pass was slightly overhit. That's a careless punt forward from Chhattisgarh. The better option would have been to keep the ball. Here is Danish. Looking for options. Will go long. He knows he has the capacity. Viraj winning the flick on. But that'll be easy for Chhattisgarh defense. This is where they need to show composure. Trying to go the expansive route by long passes and eye-catching flicks there, Chhattisgarh, instead of keeping it simple. Viraj in the box. Shoot away by the defender. Tried the give and go. A non-stop duel between Mohit and Arnav Singh, enjoying the rivalry. Here is Viraj making his way into the box. Arshid Khan shows him out, but there goes the cross in. That is intense period of play there inside Chhattisgarh's box. Maharashtra laying down a marker of how dangerous they could be. Relentless attack after attack. Chhattisgarh given a breathing space by an unfortunate injury to one of their players. I think we can safely rule out the possibility of a cramp given we are just 9 minutes into the game. It looks like the player extended something in his knee or thigh there. Ches Bobe showcasing a good piece of skill early on near the touchline. Might have been the hamstring, the magic spray working its wonders around the knee of the injured player. After drop ball, Maharashtra start the play. Well, they couldn't take much advantage, could they? Support cheering on the players. Crowd turning up on a Monday afternoon. Always an encouraging sign for these young boys to boost their morale up, knowing they have fans in the stands. Well flicked. The idea was very good, but Ishan had it covered. Look at the difference in physicalities between two sets of players. Maharashtra's boys, quick and tall. Chhattisgarh trying to recover. Well, I think after 10 minutes of action, they should know that they are not going to beat their opponents in a physical battle. So they must pick another route. It should be through passing. Just pass the ball around the defenders, around the midfielders, and make sure that you are not going into a duel with them. Comfortably passing, but well intercepted. They need a sustained period of possession. Too many turnovers for Chhattisgarh. Unable to retain the ball there. And once again, Maharashtra on the attack. That is a full-blown challenge between the winger and the fullback. The game's running at 200 miles an hour currently. Just like the wind that is blowing across in the background. It's a windy day in Punjab. And the players were certainly hoping for the wind to calm down a little bit and perhaps the pace of the game as well, because it's running way too quickly for Chhattisgarh to react. This is their chance to just slow it all down, take a couple of touches, pick their passes more carefully, and then find those yellow shirts in space. Punted towards the box, still alive there. Goalkeeper wanting to come out. They will claim a corner, but it's look like the final touch was off a Chhattisgarh player. Tanish Pandya, the error in the first minute. The goalkeeper misjudging the bounce on the ball. It will be heavy on his end. Another pop from outside. The goalkeeper will not make an error. I guess that'd do his confidence a world of good. One mistake shouldn't completely change his outlook towards the game. He should be hopeful of making another save, especially that his side is in the lead now. He can relax a bit. He just has to focus on the next shot that he's going to face and save it. Just keep the error behind you and make sure that your team gets the win successfully. A chance for Chhattisgarh to hit back now. A corner of their own. The skipper Dev standing on it will be an in swinger. Puts a lot of pace on it. Defense doing well. I think this is where Maharashtra's height advantage is coming to the fort. You can see how dominant their players are in both the boxes while defending, while attacking corners. Well, certainly factors like this do play a role, and it has been more evident today. Cutting the pass out. The first touch almost going towards his own teammate as a layoff. Running into traffic there. Arnav. Well, does continue his run. The reverse pass. Just beating him to the touchline. Good enthusiasm there from the left back to venture into attack whenever there was an opportunity. Playing the 1-2 with his winger. I think if you keep mixing it up, you'll certainly confuse the opposition. That's what Maharashtra have been trying to do. Pass taking a deflection and getting caught up in Irvin's feet there. Switch of play towards the other side. Well, both the players running into each other. I think it's common. At this age, the communication won't be there. It is a chance for them to develop while playing. Let's give a clear shout and then make sure that you follow it. Both the players colliding and then losing possession is not a good outlook there. And the boys will certainly learn from this. Well cut out. Just the striker dropping so deep, allowing Viraj to completely be the lone man forward. Of course, there is support from Aryak on the other side as well. But just Bobe, impressive there from the number 9, coming back to defend and help his side. Viraj is the obvious target for every through ball that is going through. Chance to strike from outside. That was low. Advait Salunke did well to keep it on target. And Aishwari Sen said not today as he saw it and reacted comfortably. Miss kick there. Shankar, the goal scorer for Maharashtra, unable to take advantage, but that was a splendid challenge coming in from Mithuram. He charged like a cheetah and won the ball, but unfortunately, his pass forward was ruled as offside. What an intense start this is to this Group D fixture. Both sides giving a great account of themselves. Unlike the one-sided affair we had in the morning between Mizoram and Chandigarh. Viraj inside the box. Look at the skill he has. And did it end up in the back of the net? Yes, it did. Viraj Arora with an absolutely peach of a goal. The skill, the confidence, and the aplomb with which he finished. Rolled past a couple of defenders and then followed it up with a fantastic finish from a tight angle. Aishwari Sen, it looks like he had it covered, but the goalkeeper wasn't able to completely block it from crossing the line. It hit the keeper, and then it had enough force to hit the back of the net as well. Maharashtra, well, I think few could hardly believe that they were 1-0 down after a minute in the game. Viraj Arora, second of the game. Chhattisgarh given a reality check very quickly after taking the lead. They didn't even have the luxury of enjoying it as Maharashtra scored almost instantly, and then they galloped into their own lead now. Efforts ongoing to make it 4-1 and put the game beyond opposition. Two goals have come from set pieces. The physical domination there helping Maharashtra's cause. And the third goal was just sheer brilliance of Viraj. Showing so much maturity there. He will be eager to grab a first half hat trick. Punting it towards Viraj himself. Can he keep it in? Yes is the answer. Has support but tries to go solo. There is the cross on the left foot. Awkwardly bouncing around in the box before being cleared. Arnav manages to keep the ball for his side. Through the bodies. Was it deflected behind? That was a rash attempt in the end. He was off balance, trying to get something there. Ends up conceding a goal kick. You can't even fault Chhattisgarh. They are trying their best, but the opposition simply is too strong for them. Here is Viraj once again, with just in the middle. That was the exact sort of angle from which he scored his second goal, but this time the defender gets the better of him for once. And what happens after that? They just clear it straight away to give the ball back to Maharashtra. Suffering in possession. Now this is very impressive from Maharashtra. They're comfortably playing out, trying to lure out the opposition slowly, building their attacks with a structure. Chhattisgarh can learn a thing or two from them. Instead, Mohit goes on a solo run. Well, in fact, tries to go on a solo run, ends up losing possession, allowing a counter. Well, I think this is the level where they should learn, and they will definitely learn that it is a team game and not an individual effort. Look at the way their opponents are passing the ball around, Maharashtra. They've had clear instructions, they've practiced drills, they know where to find each other. It's just flowing so simply for them. Viraj skipping past two men. But Arshid Khan plucks the ball away. Here they are once again in the box. Aishwari Sen, it was traveling at him. Doing well to pounce onto it. There is the long ball forward. Should be easy for the centre back to deal with. Danish Ali. Well, even wins the throw in there. It's not going their way at the moment. Towards the end of the first quarter, after a slow start in the first minute, I don't even know if it counts as a slow start if it only lasted for 1 minute. But Maharashtra have been excellent in the period thereafter. Scoring 3 goals, passing with aplomb, keeping the ball, winning the tackles, and more importantly, creating more chances. Their opponents have been fighting hard to get into the game, but it's simply not happening. Here again, the offside flag going up on the sidelines, but the referee, it looked like he called for an advantage, but very belatedly. There, the call was, in fact, acknowledged. Delightful. Just delightful. Look at the tactical awareness. They named a 4-3-3 on paper, but in fact, on the pitch, it's a midfield pivot. Rajveer, Gaurav, and Ishan holding the depth in the midfield, giving Adawet a free role to drop in, pick the ball, and drive at the opposition and even join the attack as and when he deems so. So much clarity of thought in the Maharashtra engine room. Surely not. Not a third goal from corner, just Bobe with the delivery. Can they make it 3 from 3? The downward header, well, it made it easy for Aishwari to complete the save. Here is Adavet getting away from 1 and 2. Finds Jess in an extraordinary fashion. There is Viraj, deflected and into the back of the net. He will have his hat trick. The only question would be, would it be an own goal? But I don't think so. Viraj Arora completing a first half hat trick inside the opening 25 minutes. Well, he even has the skipper armband now. That is great awareness from everyone involved, from Jess Bobe, knowing that Viraj was free in the box, just sliding it onto him, and the number 27 making no mistake with his finish. I think the defender tried his best, but only managed to send the ball towards the top corner. Maharashtra in absolute cruise mode at 4-1. A fantastic hat trick for Viraj. Well, is it a perfect hat trick? And now a mistake from the defender. A chance for Shankar to make it a brace for himself, but he is well denied by the skipper Irwin, who concedes a corner after a block. I think this is the closest that Chhattisgarh have come after scoring in the first minute. A mistake from Maharashtra was all it took. Well, Viraj Arora's first goal was from a corner. His third was a right-footed punt. And the second looks like it was also scored with his right foot. Was that a sign of frustration from the skipper Dev Singh of Chhattisgarh? The corner flag was pretty unstable thanks to the gushing wind we have today. And the skipper just mows it onto the ground. Here is a chance now. I don't think corners would be any fruitful for Chhattisgarh. But they have a strong risk. Look at the bodies coming in behind to defend. The threat has not gone away. Viraj's quest to make it 4 will win a corner for Maharashtra. Lightning fast counter. One end of the pitch to another. Well, it just reminds me of Liverpool Football Club. Whenever Liverpool have conceded a corner, it's not them in danger, but it will be the opposition. Thanks to their ability to win the ball and then launch lightning quick counterattacks. Maharashtra have just done that. Have won a corner for themselves. Well, the trademark not working this time. He ideally wanted it to curve outside, but the ball just staying flat in its path and hitting the side netting. Decent touch from Shankar, but he's under relentless pressure. Here is Dev, the captain. Better from Chhattisgarh. Just keep the ball for a couple of minutes instead of going long, but they do try to go long. And as expected, there could have been a turnover, but luckily, they do not concede one. Rajveer is sliding in the middle of the pitch to win the ball for his side. Orshid's first touch. Luckily wins a throw in for him. That was a heavy touch there. Here is Just picked a couple of assists. One from a corner delivery to the skipper Irwin, and the other was a neat square slide rule pass for Viraj for his third. Cross towards the middle. And yet again, there is no beating the Maharashtra centre backs. And even for the goal they conceded, that was a sensational tackle from one of the defender there. Took Shankar Gota off his feet completely after completing the shot. It was the wicked bounce that bet the goalkeeper. They have done a commendable job till now inside the opening 30 minutes. Heavy touch from Viraj, compounded by Chhattisgarh. Shankar has an option on the right, but he couldn't complete the pass. Well cut out. Trying to slide Viraj inside. Aishwari does well to read it. I think he must feel bad for the goalkeeper. Beaten 4 times inside 30 minutes. I don't think he could have done much better. Except for the third goal, perhaps. That was Viraj's second. He narrowed down the angle. He even got a good chunk of his chest to it. But the ball simply bounced off him into the roof of the net. The other three, he could have done nothing. Two powerful headers from a corner. And a cruel deflection taking the ball away from him for the fourth goal. I don't think Maharashtra will appreciate this cooling break. They were in good momentum, looking to make it possibly 5, 6, 7, and then close off the contest even before the halftime whistle. But here they are, stopped for a short cooling break. The coach's voice, Hemant Kumar, will be a delighted man. Not certainly after the first minute in which they have conceded the goal, but as soon as the equalizer went in, he knew that his side was back on track. And it was a matter of getting goal after that. Pratim Ghosh on the other side has a big job to do. He has to keep his boys motivated. Probably everything is not over until the final whistle is blown. It's a 3-goal margin. He will be saying, hey, if the opposition can score 4, we can also score 4. We already scored 1. It's a matter of keeping it tight at the back, not concede any more goals, and perhaps get a goal or 2 back and see how the game goes. Because offensively, they have been very dull. After that first goal, lack of imagination. Forwards not creating enough movement. The midfielders not playing the right kind of passes. A right recipe for disaster for them in attack. Rajveer. They've held down the middle of the pitch very well. Rajveer and Ishan winning the ball back multiple times, driving it forward. keeping the ball, but nothing much comes out of it. Just he's an elegant player, isn't he? The swagger he has got, he's trying all sorts of nonchalant things. First, it was a brilliant 180-degree turn, spinning past the defender. And now, the back heel passes. Look at that arrogance yet again. When players realize they can do supreme things on the pitch and they execute it, that is a different kind of joy to watch. Slowly edging towards the end of the first half. It has been one-way traffic after Maharashtra found their groove, but still there is something for Chhattisgarh in this contest. If they can get a goal back, and that is a great chance. How about that for covering from the captain, Erwin de Souza. Excellent defending, must be said. It looked like he was beaten. Pavesh was the favorite to get there, but the defender using his body to perfection, giving the keeper enough time to claim it there. Now that is the cauldron in which they are losing a lot of possession. Mithuram and Mohit simply unable to compete against the superior midfielders of Maharashtra. As good as a corner that is, but too much height on that. Kept the ball alive almost at the corner flag and then swung it in. If you pause the frame right there and resumed, you'd be thinking it was a corner, certainly. The 50s certainly not coming their way. Look at that, ramming through the players. Ishan Ghosh, it's taken down. Here is Jess, still on the ball, dancing inside the box, gets the cut back. Defender takes no risks, but there is Salunke, chased away by Mithuram. Have they run out of gas? It will be a very long game for Chhattisgarh. If they fail to take control of things right now. There goes the long throw. Well, that was a gigantic throw, let me correct myself. So much distance on it. Appeals from both the sides, but Maharashtra will get the call in their favor. I think they're looking for one more goal. Probably the fifth one of the half seals the deal for them. Well, while it was 1-1, I was thinking it was hard to top Mizoram's 10-0 thumping of Chandigarh in the morning. But it looks like Maharashtra will have their eyes on the top spot. They need goals. They need 8 goals in the second half for that. They certainly have goals in them. Can they find another gear and pile more misery on Chhattisgarh? Well, the pass is not finding the targets at all. The passing accuracy will be shockingly low for the boys in yellow. They have to just slow down and pick their passes. Not everything has to be a stylish line-breaking pass. You can play simple passes like these and retain possession and move forward. Mithuram wins the ball and then, as expected, tries to go solo. He's disappointed with himself, hands on hips. He was driving into a gully which was well guarded by the opposition defense. Obviously, he'd drive into traffic cones there. Here is Jess. Sends the cross. Well, that was weird. It looked like Aryak was in contention, but the left winger for some reason let it go. Now under absolutely no pressure, Chhattisgarh give it back once again to Maharashtra. Are now showing a lot of attacking instinct. Once again, he finds himself in the box, but at the end of the day, it will be a goal kick. Going long towards Shankar. I think that is where the issue is coming. They have one of their wide men pushing so high that is not available to the midfield at all. I think the pivot, Mohit and Mithuram, are desperately looking for options for the skipper, Dev, and Santuman to present themselves. When the midfielders are forced to go long, certainly there will be a percentage of making errors. It's a simple fix to Chhattisgarh's problem. The coach has to be alert. They need more men in the middle of the park. It is giving Maharashtra a lot of time to press the pivot of Chhattisgarh. Awful glance into the box. Aishwari Sen had his heart in his mouth for a moment there as he spilt, but luckily he got the ball himself. When you're playing a 4-4-2, once your wingers push up, you will be playing in a 4-2-4. There will be very little in the midfield with no protection. Here is Jess. Gets the ball. It could have been an own goal, but it will end up in the back of the net anyways as Advait Salunke taps it home from close range to make it final in the 40th minute. Virat slipping just in. And to pick his third assist, he was eager to get the cutback. The goalkeeper caught the ball as Arshid Khan kicked it into his chest, but the ball just had too much force. It bobbled out, giving Adavait Salunke one of the easiest goals of his life. And what was that? Straight from kickoff, Maharashtra robbed possession. Well, Chhattisgarh have a very, very negative outlook of this game right now, and it is not helping their cause. They are making schoolboy errors. There is the confirmation. Adavait Deepak Salunke, who came close to scoring with an earlier effort, finally gets probably what could have been the easiest goal. I think it still will be the easiest goal of his entire career if he goes on to have a distinguished international senior career there. Ishan, this is the kind of technical superiority that is missing in Chhattisgarh's lineup right now. Cross towards the box. No pressure on Chhattisgarh. They have a chance to escape right now. Advait yet again. Defender stepped out to meet him. Can only push him back for a couple of yards. The ball will come back in. They're just bouncing off the opposition players and finding their passes. Incredibly dominant football from Maharashtra. They're finding it so easy at the moment. Dejected is one word that could describe Chhattisgarh. They're letting their heads and shoulders drop. But there is a second half to play. Pratim Ghosh has a tough task of motivating his boys to go out there and put a fight in the second half. And Maharashtra will surely be eyeing those extra goals to help their goal difference. And it looks like they added one more. Boy, could you believe it? 6-1 it is. And it is all unraveling for Chhattisgarh. We thought we were in for an even contest as soon as Chhattisgarh scored first. But Maharashtra might just make it a rout one more time. 6-1 it is. A goal difference of +5. Remember, they need to have a goal difference of 10 at the very least to top the group. Because once the goal difference is equal, goals scored will come into account. And with a goal difference of 10, Maharashtra would have scored 11 already. Desperate slides, everything desperate from Chhattisgarh to get something from the game. And there comes a rash tackle. Not the best decision in the world, not the best time in the world to be losing your heads. Even it's only the first contest, there will be two more chances. The players must stay on the pitch to play. Sending bodies forward. They want a number 7, don't they? Flick going into the box. Viraj will hunt it down. The cross will hit the outside of the side netting. And I don't understand the hurry from Chhattisgarh. They're down by 5 goals. They're approaching the half time. Why not just slow it down and make sure that they don't take any further damage going forward? Now for the first time, there is time for the skipper Dev. Slipping, the flag might go up, and it does go up belatedly. 3 minutes of added time. I think they'll be disappointed looking at this. 1 minute was certainly justified because of the cooling break. The other two would probably come from the number of goals we've had. 7 in one half of football, especially after going 1-0 down. Maharashtra playing some breathtaking football, simple yet effective. Shankar finds the captain Dev. Now I think that is where the flashy passes, they're losing their track in the same manner again and again. Winger pushing high, the midfielder going for a long pass, and the ball going straight to the opposition. Instead, if the winger could drop into the midfield, play a couple of short passes, and then take it around the defense, it could be a positive route for them. Ishan's punt forward. The goalkeeper is out of his line, but he makes sure that he makes the save. Aryak Jadhav. Remember, he already put one back in the back of the net. But unfortunately, he was offside. And I think that the linesman probably got it wrong. Maharashtra looking to close out the half with not much pressure. Happy to pass it amongst themselves. Look at the space now. Shritesh Pawar, the right back, flying into attack. This is what happens when the players are settled and play to their roles exactly. Ituram. And now the ambitious flick once again going nowhere. Will be a very, very tough halftime talk for the coach. As we'll head there in a minute. knocking it past one player and two player. But Adawet makes sure that he holds on to it. Here is Viraj striking fear into the hearts of the defenders. Can he get his fourth? Viraj from a tight angle. Well, just hits the wrong side of the crossbar. He slowed down and then powered up his shot, but the direction was wrong there. You see, player of cold blood, a strikesman, a backsman in Viraj Arora, who could dribble, who could create, and then who could most importantly score. Maharashtra have to build their team around Viraj Arora to maximize his talents. And we're beyond the permitted 3 minutes at the referee's discretion now. Hadwed's through ball. And I believe that should be it for the first half. Chhattisgarh have taken enough damage, and I don't think they'll be happy to continue. As the referee brings it to an end, we had parity in the game for about 5 minutes, is what I believe. Chhattisgarh going ahead in the 60th second, in the 70th second perhaps, through Shankar Gota after a shot bounced past Tanish Pandya, and then it was Maharashtra show. Viraj Arora heading in from a corner. The skipper Erwin Basil de Souza made it 2-1 from another corner, and then Viraj scoring a couple of goals from tight angles to make it a well-deserved first half hat-trick, followed by a tap-in from Adavet Deepak Salunke in the 40th minute. It is smooth going for Maharashtra after a terrible start. They will be excited to finish out the game and lead the group come the end of the day. They need 5 more goals to do it in the second half. Can they finish it? The only joy Chhattisgarh had in the game was an early start. A couple of tackles. Shankar got his shot away. The cruel deflection, the cruel bounce there rather, had Tanish beaten, all ends up. It was the only time the players were happy in the game, perhaps. Relentless pressure from Maharashtra afterwards. Could have been a penalty had the ball not gone into the back of the net, because that was a rash tackle. And that was where the resistance started. Viraj Arora from outside the near post with a brilliant flick, and then produced a great through ball. Aryak Jadhav finished it, but unfortunately was flagged offside. And that was the second goal from the skipper Erwin. Viraj making it two for himself with a lovely ball roll and finish before finishing his hat trick from a just Bobe pass. Perhaps the keeper had it covered, but the deflection from Saumya Kumar made it impossible for him. And then it was just again the danger man with a cutback. The defender spilled it, producing an easy as tap in for Advait Salunke. It is half time at the Sahibzada Fateh Singh Football Stadium. Chhattisgarh 1, Maharashtra 6. We will be back for the second half. We're underway in the second half. Welcome back to the second half action. It is Chhattisgarh getting us underway, attacking from left to right of your screen in all yellow and attacking from right to left of your screen and confidently passing the ball now. Maharashtra. When you're down 6-1, it is so easy to let your shoulders and guards drop. But Chhattisgarh have a huge half on their hands. They have to remain positive. They have to defend with vigor and possibly get a couple of goals back for pride. I think we are way past the point that they're going for the result. They should just go for pride and try to eat into Maharashtra's goal difference as much as possible. Here is a chance to register another fast start. Remember, they scored within the 70 seconds in the first half. A similar chance to do so. The skipper Dev now on the free kick. Tanishq setting up his wall. It's a decent range, I must say. He'll just look to place it into the top right corner. There is the skipper Dev, gets too much height on it. The ball not coming down in time. And Maharashtra breathe easy. There haven't been many moments that they've suffocated in the game though. It was way too easy for them. Winning the battles in the middle of the park just like that and then flying forward with ease. Viraj finds just with an exemplary pass. Here is just cutting in. Sends it towards the middle, has a lot of power on it. And now, under no pressure, he gets caught out. The skipper himself, Dev Singh, saw a man coming on to him. Ishan Ghosh closed him down very well. There'll be so many contenders for player of the match this evening for Maharashtra. And as they say, it is a forwards game. The goal winners will certainly get all kind of laurels, but they have unsung heroes in the middle. Rajveer Gaurav, Ishan Ghosh. They were the enablers of Maharashtra's dominant start in the game. Arnav Singh standing over this free kick. It will be quite a wonder if he goes for goal from here. I think he'll fancy it. It is just Bobe confidently taking the ball over from him. A tight angle needs a lot of curve to beat the goalkeeper unless you're trying for the near post trick shot. Now just going for goal. Keeps it on target. Goalkeeper spills it. But luckily, Advait Salunke couldn't turn the rebound home. Remember, he had a simple tap in the first half. Aryak with a lot of pace to burn. Tracks back and recovers the ball with ease. Pumping it down the left wing. Aryak was the favorite, but the defender doing well to cut it out. Chhattisgarh player winning a duel for the first time in a long time, and that was my commentator's curse striking them. There's a lot of doubt in the penalty box. Soumya just got it enough to get the ball away. Soumya was the guilty party for one of the goals conceded. He tried to innocently block Viraj Arora's shot, And in the attempt, he probably made an easy save for the goalkeeper into a goal as the ball nuzzled into the top corner. Booted away without a doubt. I don't think that'll help their cause because the ball is going and coming at the speed of the light. Maharashtra recycling it immediately into Chhattisgarh's half there. The better solution would be to keep the ball, to just pass it amongst your defensive line. Draw the Maha players out of shape before going for the kill instead of going for an ambitious first time long pass or a long switch of play. Trying it, trying to play it into the channel. Viraj does well to get away from defender. Missed, and that should be a certain goal, but Aryak Jadhav, could you believe it? Well, he was trying for his goal all day long. When he had the chance, that was the clearest of all chances he had. Fluffed his lines. Well, what an escape that is for Chhattisgarh. It could have surely been the seventh goal. Now more pressure. Aishwari not budging this time. Umang Nagos came on for Chhattisgarh at halftime at centre back. He was the one there, guilty of leaving the ball. This time, another couple of drives. Aryak still has a better chance now, and he does finish it. Just missed a sit a couple of minutes ago, but he wasn't going to miss this. Finally on the score sheet, Aryak Jadhav making it 7-1. It was again Viraj playing the role of the destroyer of Chhattisgarh's defense. You have to ask questions. Where is the marking? Where is the fullback? Muhammad Arshid Khan completely ventured out of his position. If there is a winger in the box, his marker must surely be there. He just cannot jump out of turn to win the ball towards the edge of the box. That is some shocking defending, promptly punished by Maharashtra. Here is Aryak. Now can he find the net? This time, Aishwari's save drags it a long way. They're still in now. I think he was offside, wasn't he? Well, that was very poor. Maharashtra substitute was eager to just get the pass away and arrive in the box. Param Kulkarni. Aryak wasn't interested in playing the ball there, but anyways, it could have been a goal kick had he left it. So he just completed the cross and took the offside offense for his side. Now let me just walk you through this tournament scenarios once the storm settles. Looks like it finally did. Can Chhattisgarh hold on to the ball? Hopeful pass from Mohit. Goalkeeper spills it. No striker to attack it though. The Junior Boys National Football Championships for Dr. BC Roy Trophy 25-26 season just kick-started on Sunday the 20th of July. A prestigious tournament, a great chance for youngsters, for boys under 15 to showcase their talent and get a taste of 90-minute football matches. We have 16 teams split into 4 groups. All the groups follow a single round robin format with teams playing each other once and once only. Only the group winners qualify to the semi-finals. So from four groups, we have four semi-finalists. So what I'm trying to say is in the three games, everything must be a win, and that is a fantastic save. What a save that was from Aishwari Sen. A great reactionary stop. Viraj Arora certainly was eyeing his fourth. A lovely volley and an even better save to prevent it from being 8-1. I'm letting you how the tournament works. In the three games, the team must try for three wins because only and only the group winner qualifies for the semis. No runners up, no best place, third teams. So, in a tournament of winner takes all after just three games, you can understand how important each game is. And that is why Maharashtra are not going easy on goal scoring front. Ping towards goal, that will travel out for a goal kick. Especially they're pitted in a group alongside Chandigarh and Mizoram. And in the group opener today morning, Mizoram thumped Chandigarh 10-0. So they've already built a lot of goal difference. And Maharashtra know that if they remain level on points, if it is a draw in the head-to-head clash, it will come down to goal difference. Viraj Arora, well, and the header still doesn't go in. He concedes a free kick there for being too physical on the opponent. And you can understand why they're not giving up on the goal scoring feats despite being 7-1 up. They have to match or better Mizoram's goal difference before they visit that side. Assuming they win their other clashes, it will be a virtual quarterfinal between Mizoram and Maharashtra. A winner takes all contest, but since it is a league stage game, there is a real possibility of a draw, and then the goal difference becomes important. So Maharashtra, currently on a goal difference of +6, will look to score 4 at the least so that they reach a goal difference of +10 and then lead the table courtesy of goals scored. Assuming they do not concede any more from now. Pop from outside, the goalkeeper. Well, talk about that for finish. What a strike that is. From outside the box, he arrows it into the back of the net. Tanish Pandya was backpedaling, had no chance. A brilliant, brilliant goal. Knocked the ball forward, wasn't closed down on time. The ball just knuckling down in time to make it 2-7. Something to smile for the Chhattisgarh fans. And just like that, Maharashtra's goal difference takes a hit. 9 goals in the game, just one shy of the double figure mark. Umang against his number sake. Here is Firaj. Skipping away from challenges, but one becomes too many for him. Hearing the other mark. Chhattisgarh with a spring in their step. Can they get one more back? Erwin, the skipper, with a fine sliding tackle. Just as I was explaining the importance of goal difference in this game, Chhattisgarh scored a huge goal that could hurt Maharashtra's chances going forward. Every goal conceded is a bad one for them. Of course, there is another game against Chandigarh to cover it, but they are in such good momentum now. Why do they want to ruin it? Another pop from outside. I think they have discovered the formula. Just keep shooting from outside. Try Tanish Pandya, who is nervous after his mistake in the first minute already. They're winning the ball for Chhattisgarh. Shankar cannot find his teammate. Here is Viraj. Acrobatically cleared. But Maharashtra keeping it alive. Here is just Bobe being doubled down. That is some aggressive defending from Chhattisgarh. Missed by everyone. It should be the second for him. Strikes the post from close range. Aryak Jadhav. He could have easily had a hat trick for themselves. He's just positioning himself at the far post and feasting on service. But the finishers have to be better. Missed an absolute sitter after being played on by Viraj Arora early on. And then got his goal. And this one is a huge miss as well. That will be very rude to categorize it as a miss, but it is what it is. The shots that hit the post do not count as on target and will go as shots off target and as a miss. That said, he should be scoring from that range. Aryak Jadhav had time, wasn't under any pressure. He should have just closed it and made it 8-2. Arnav gets the pass through the gate. Another searching ball. Defense doing just enough to keep it out of Virat's reach. Param. Well, he has been bright after coming on. Hemant Kumar just testing his bench strength, getting to know all his players and how they perform when given the big responsibility. Param slotted into the midfield. His passing has been silky. He's positioning himself between the lines, and once he gets the ball, he's just turning away and then firing those long switches. Tanish just putting himself under unnecessary pressure there. Well. Maharashtra. There's a bit of overplaying, probably unnecessary. Concede a throw into Chhattisgarh. It is 1-1 in the second half. If it does make any Chhattisgarh fan feel better, right after conceding an early goal, they have struck back. And at the moment, they're defending better. The centre backs a tad aggressive. The forwards pressing it in the right movements. And how smooth was that? Aryak Jadhav. Look at the pace. Look at the raw pace he has got. Can he finish it? Looks to pass it into the net. The goalkeeper spills it and the defender clearing it to save his life. That was a chance generated by Aryak out of purely nothing. Received the ball with back to goal in his own half and then put the nitro on. I think the raw finishing from the youngster has to improve. He'll have a lot of years to learn that and he will surely get better. The best finish of all the shots he has taken was the one for which he was not awarded a goal. The composure he showed to just poke it past the goalkeeper in the first half when it was 1-1, only for it to be ruled wrongfully offside. All the other finishes, there was a bit of doubt in his mind. Either the wrong contact, either the wrong choice of finish. And even on this occasion, he tried to open his body and pass it into the bottom corner, but the connection was all wrong as he just passed it into the keeper. Now here he is, miscues the volley yet again. And gets penalized for taking down Umang Nagos. But he's some player. He has been creating danger, threat from virtually every time he's getting the ball. That is the kind of players you'd love to have in your lineup. Ice cold finishes like Viraj Arora, playmakers like him. And then on the other side, having a quiet second half thus far is just Bobe. Here he is on the ball, looking to make some noise, cutting inwards. It's well tackled. Finds Adavet Salunke, whose cross will be meet and ring for Aishwari Sen. Chhattisgarh's game plan does not change. They're still trying to go long, loading the forward line with 3 or 4 players, but that is not yielding them any results. Here is Soumya, under no pressure. His intention is clear, knock the ball. Looked like he would go long, but the short pass doesn't get much success either. There is Maharashtra in the box. Goes for goal. The goalkeeper, lucky that the ball stayed between his legs. Now Salunke wouldn't give up. He's on the chase, gets the cross in, but the direction just wasn't there on it. Param plays it to Viraj. And look at the physicality. This fire was missing in Chhattisgarh in the first half. Perhaps they underestimated the opponent and the force needed. The flag will stay. And just as the striker was about to get a touch, it does go up. He looked offside, certainly there. Bhavesh had one good chance after a mistake by the defender, Danish Ali. But apart from that, he was nowhere to be seen except for now. And even now, he was offside, wasn't lawfully involved in the game. Into the final quarter, Chhattisgarh still fighting for hope, fighting for pride. Maharashtra, meanwhile, during the changes, Aryak Jadhav, who has had a very impactful game with only one goal, disappointingly, will come off the pitch alongside Adavet Salunke. Rajveer and Samrat replace them. Pretty much like for like, you'd say. Rajveer, Rajveer slotting in on the left wing, and then Samrat sliding into that number 10 role. Jess. Well, is he shifting wings now? Here is Jess. Clear instruction from Samrat where he wants the ball. Fresh legs there, sends the cross into the middle, and what a save yet again from Aishwari Sen. Viraj Arora. The second time this combination is being repeated. Samrat, with a great introduction, sends the right cross. A lovely touch and an even better finish. Yet again, Aishwari Sen making a crucial save. Viraj Arora was surely, it could have been his fifth goal if not for a couple of extraordinary saves from Aishwari Sen. Too much height. Let me remind you, Maharashtra scored their 2 goals, the opening 2 goals from corners. But after that, the deliveries weren't quite on target. Rajveer doesn't get the height on his cross. But here is the skipper trying to slide it in. Samrat does keep it alive. Param now. Gets it back. Double down. Will win a throw in. Well, Aishwari Sen had his movements, had his spills, but the couple of reaction saves in the second half especially tells you a lot about him. Despite taking 7 goals, he's still up for the challenge. He wants to protect his goal at all costs. And now the super throw in. Players lose their footing inside the box. There goes the cross. Goalkeeper missed it. The ball kissing the post and then going outside. Well, let me remind you, Aryak Jadhav has hit the post yet again. Well, once, and this time the strike has come from another player. So apart from 7 goals, they have a couple of shots striking the post and then glorious saves from the goalkeeper. Just Bobe shifting wings as expected, goes for goal. A rash attempt. I think Viraj was just saying he wanted the pass there. It was free in the box. There is a fine line between self-expression and finding a teammate when needed. I think it's a line that all young players would discover. It's another corner. The outswinger defender gets ahead to it. Param on the edge of it. Flick towards the goal and it just goes high. Jess plays a lovely reverse pass to Arnav, who has been the charge all game long. Viraj misjudging it. He was offside anyways. Arnav saying the flying left back. In fact, even Danish was making good runs from right back, but it was the left back who caught the eye. Keeping the attack alive on the right side. Bhavesh gets the pass back, but Arnav is a thorn in his side. Chhattisgarh with a long throw in of their own. Can they get the shot away? Here is a chance for the skipper. That was a powerful attempt, I'd say. The idea was right. Waited for the volley to drop and settle for him. He just gave it too much power. Despite being pressed, look at how calm the Maharashtra players remain. The intensity has fairly dropped a little bit in the last few minutes. Maharashtra probably recognizing they will have another opportunity to boost their goal difference. Maybe just not overexert themselves in the first game. Jess will have none of it, but Samrat has a lot of power on his pass there. Spread towards the box. I think the goalkeeper probably should have come out to claim it. What if defense will save the day? I think it'll be time for the managers to just turn to their benches as we approach the final quarter of an hour. A short cooling break in our way. The result is settled. It's a matter of what scoreline it will finish with once the full time whistle goes. Chhattisgarh still hopeful that they could get a goal or two back. Maharashtra desperate to boost that goal difference to catch Mizoram, who have plus 10 in their column right now. Can Viraj Arora get a rest now? I think it'll be wise from the coach to make a couple of changes in the forward line. Viraj and Jess have exerted a lot, and even if they can get a 10-minute rest, it'll go a long way. Remember, the recovery time is very less. The turnaround time between fixtures is just a day. So there'll be games coming thick and fast. Confident passing. Just with the cross. The goalkeeper makes the claim. I think this should have been the way the game had played if Chhattisgarh started the game with a lot of confidence like this. They were simply pushovers after that first goal in the first half. And right now, look at the fight they're bringing. They're strong in the tackles. They're not letting Maharashtra's players get past them easily. They're winning the duels. And then stuff like that is happening in attack. Very good through pass there. Neatly intercepted by the defense. It simply was missing. A slow start costing them 3 points and a lot of negative goal difference, you have to say. Because as it stands in second half, they're leading two. The game is tied 1-1, beg your pardon. Looking to launch the ball forward. The centre back gets his pocket picked. And here is Viraj. The angle is tight, but he can finish from there, and he will finish from there. For his fourth of the game. A poker of goals for Viraj Arora. It is 8-2. The number 27 has been trying and finally gets his goal. Aishwari Sen denied him twice, and he was not going to do it the third time in the second half. There was a bit of complaint, perhaps, contact from the defender, but he will not care. That's a very fine finish. Going into the box and then finding it with a lot of power. The hunt for the goal difference resumes again. Remember, it all came from a mistake from Chhattisgarh centre back. Got caught on the ball. Maharashtra moved the ball forward quickly and then reap results. Once again, Viraj is harassing Soumya Kumar. Will just run out of room before he gets there. Into the final 10 minutes, just when we thought Chhattisgarh finally found their rhythm. They were picked apart by a mistake. The long punt forward will certainly be futile. One two working well. Ishan Ghosh has been the beating heart of their midfield since the first half. Very confident in his challenges, keeping it simple with his passing, and then Param gets blocked. But still manages to find Shritesh. Here is Ishan yet again. Stamp on his foot, the referee letting it slide. Chhattisgarh. Well, I think that was a reactionary tackle. Ishan was fouled earlier. The referee didn't pick it up. When the Maharashtra players retaliated, it will always go against them. Retaliation is never seen as a good act by the referees. And it looks like he unintentionally hurt the player there. That's the problem with retaliation tackles. You can never control your emotion. Probably a hard stomp or a sudden fall to the ground as the injured player is in pain. 10 goals in the game. We got 10 in the morning game as well. So 20 goals for the day from Group D. A lot to report. And yes, there were a couple of silly goals, mistakes, but a lot of goals were high quality finishes from tight angles. Now, Tanish Pandya makes a mess out of a simple catch yet again. Luckily, doesn't get punished this time. That'll be one of the issues in the coach's mind. Very few issues from this game, but the goalkeeping, I think he'll be tempted to use his number two in the next game to see if he could do a better job than the shaky Pandya in the first game. What a switch of play that is. Look at the distance, look at the power. Param in a battle with Mithuram. Comes out on top. They cut it just before it reaches Viraj, but here is yet again. Slides it into the box for Rajveer, who gets taken down, and it's a penalty. There was Samrat, pardon me, but the call will not change. Viraj Arora sliding Samrat in, who was hacked down by two players. And Maharashtra have a chance to make it 9-2. I think they'll be happy. A strong end to the game. A couple more goals. We'll see them add a lot of goal difference. Who else but Viraj Arora? Everything he touches today is turning to goals. Has a chance to make it 5 for himself. Into the final 5 minutes of the game, but Aishwari Sen cannot catch a break. Already on a poker. Viraj hunting for his fifth goal. Here is Viraj and he rolls it into the bottom corner. Not much resistance offered by the keeper as well. It is 5 for him today. 5 of the very best goals. Doesn't go for power, just goes for placement, knowing that the goalkeeper wouldn't get there at full stretch. Gently who rolls the ball into the bottom right corner. A five-star performance from Viraj Arora. And 9-2 for Maharashtra. They would love one or two late goals now. Lobbed forward, just Bobe. He's had a very quiet second half. After that excellent showing in the first, you'd expect him to wreak more havoc in the second. Irvin leaving a bit of himself on Mohit with a fantastic slide tackle. He's not afraid to go to the ground. This is probably his fourth or fifth slide tackle, where he has completely swept the ground. Mohit with a throw in. Just finding Viraj. Ishan recycling it. Now Viraj does keep it alive, trying to dance past defenders and wins a free kick on the very edge of the box. A chance to make it double digit for themselves. A very good position for a free kick. Just Bobe fancied one earlier, but this time he'll leave it for Viraj. A double hat trick on the cards, maybe? From 20 yards out. I think the near post is ruled out of equation. Should be a hooked attempt towards the far post, but you never know. His body position says he's going to go for the far post. But the near post is his best bet with a curler. Let's see. Here's Viraj. Lobs it towards the near post. Almost gets the curve right. Very valiant attempt that. Decent first touch, takes it down well. Offside against the striker as he swallowed the ball there. Maharashtra eager to get it underway quickly. Look at the urgency. Even in the 88th minute, they are hunting for goals. They are hunting for goal difference. +7 now. Still not enough to topple Mizoram on top of Group D. Well, let me remind you, only group winners go through to the semis. If it is level on points, it will come down to goal difference. Maharashtra cannot allow it. In the game against Chandigarh, they will fancy another goal fest. And conversely, Mizoram will be eyeing the Chhattisgarh game as a goal fest as well. So it will come down to the head-to-head shootout. If there is no result in that game, the other two games suddenly become paramount important. Finally, a resting chance for Ishan Ghosh. Not much, but he will be out of action for the final minute and a half of normal time, plus probably three of the added time. Kept alive at the edge of the box. Slipped through the right flank. The substitutes of Maharashtra making a good impression as well. Param, Rajveer and Samrat. And now Chhattisgarh trying a couple of their own. The manager giving minutes. We'll discover how much we have added on And it will be the standard three. Can Chhattisgarh hang on for 3 more minutes to avoid getting hit for double digits? Param into Samrat now. Just keep it as far from your goal as possible. That should be the only thing on Chhattisgarh's mind. Danish Ali concedes a free kick. Was hyper aggressive in his approach. Well, Dave asked his teammate to step up the field. Don't think it's the wisest decision in the world, as they'll be vulnerable to a late counter attack like this. It might be just in the works for Maharashtra. Here is Param, a bit short at the back. Viraj still going for goal, and he makes it six. A double hat trick for Viraj Arora. I was just telling how it was dangerous and how they could be susceptible to counter attacks. Viraj Arora taking it away from the defender with his first touch. Sits down Sanju, and then with a superb finish towards the near post. This man is full of goals. A 10 goal fest for Maharashtra, and 6 of them have come from one man. In the added time, Chhattisgarh only shooting themselves in the foot. That was a terrible decision. In the 91st minute, why do you want to send your centre backs up for a free kick when you're 9-2 down? Perhaps the skipper took it. Perhaps the coach asked this place to go up. That was always bound to happen, especially against a good side like Maharashtra on the counter. You're looking to close out the game. You should be conservative. And now they might get more hurt. Ball still in the defensive third. Chhattisgarh trying to get it out. Samrat spins behind. Viraj is still arriving. He wants a seventh goal there, doesn't he? Param sending it out wide to Arnav. One final attack, perhaps. Arnav trying to cut inwards. A good challenge from Mohit to deny him. Irwin cuts it out. A long ball towards the right flank, kept alive. A slip there allows Chhattisgarh to venture forward. But that was the story of the day. The defense of Maharashtra not letting them go anywhere. And that will be the full-time whistle. A 10-star attacking performance from Maharashtra. 6 goals from Viraj Arora, the number 27, the superstar in the making. One from spot, one from a corner with a header, and the other field goals. What a star he is. After Shankar Gota gave Chhattisgarh the lead in the 5th minute, it was the Viraj Arora show later on. Scored 6 for himself. Mithuram Poyam got one back on the hour mark, but it was just a consolation and nothing else. Maharashtra looked back nowhere. On their way to 3 points with a superior goal difference of +8, but they'll still end the day in number 2 behind Mizoram. At full time, it is Maharashtra 10, Chhattisgarh 2 at the Sahibzada Fateh Singh Football Stadium. At the home of Mohammad Rafi at Kotla Sultan Singh. Well, that was the story of the second half. Aryak Jadhav getting his goal after a lot of misses, and then a couple of stunning saves from Aishwari Sen to deny Viraj more goals. Mithuram getting a consolation for his team there. Perhaps Tanish Pandya should have had it covered. Once again, look at the save, the touch, the turn, and the volley. He even hit it in the ground, but the goalkeeper was alert there. And then Viraj made it four for himself with a well taken finish from a tight angle. The penalty was sublime, just rolling it into the bottom right. And late in the game, with a touch of class to take it past the defender, and yet again finish from a tight angle. He just knows where the back of the net is. Such an archer, like he just celebrated. Viraj Arora, a star is born here at the Junior Boys National Football Championships for the Dr. BC Roy Trophy 2025. From this Group D encounter, it is Maharashtra 10, Chhattisgarh 2. Stay tuned as we bring more live action to you. It will come live, Karnataka taking on Jharkhand in the morning fixture tomorrow at 8:30, and Manipur locking horns with Odisha at 4 p.m. Stay tuned for live action. We will bring it all straight to your home. Till then, this is your host.